Hello and welcome to Swift Programming Tutorial. My name is David Thorne. In this video, we're going to talk all about how you can master the use of bitwise operations in Swift to make efficient IoT sensor data transmission. So let's just jump straight into an example. We've got a quick extension here for Boolean to convert it to an unsigned 8-bit integer. Simple self $1, otherwise 0. Nice and simple. And we have this IoT struct here with an array of sensors, and it's just basically an array of 8-bit integers. And then we're going to convert these sensors here to data, and we're just going to basically start with a byte. We're going to go through a closed range here and just convert each sensor by doing left shifting of that one sensor to basically populate this one byte. So if we come down to the first sensor, for example, it could be true, which is the light sensor 1. We want to shift that over to this one position here because the first bit in this one byte is going to be for the first light sensor, second light sensor, third, fourth, and then the camera recording, and then the movement detection, device detection, and sound detection here. So as we go through, we are basically saying let's take the first sensor here, and then we need to move that over to then the most significant bit. That's why we're saying 7 minus I. So when it is 0 in the beginning, we're moving it to the most significant bit. And as we go through the I, we're going to move all of these values over to the right-hand side. And then we return data with an array of 8 bits in unsigned integers. And here we have a convenience initializer here with data. And if it doesn't have that first byte that we can use, then it's just return nil. Otherwise, we do basically the same here. However, this time we are phase shifting to the right, and we're basically doing exactly the same thing here. But this time we are also checking to make sure that that one bit now is actually equal to 1. And if it is, then we're going to set it to 1 as well. All right. So that's initializing the sensors here. And then we have another convenience initializer here that's a little bit more declarative to say what each Boolean is going to go for. All right. So let's come down the bottom. We create on our Swift UI application or whatever to say which sensors we actually have here. And we say we've got the light sensor 1 activated and light sensor 3 activated and the sound detected here. This could come from any form of device within inside your home. You never know. It might be a Mac Mini, or might be an iPhone that's internally with Bluetooth connecting to other light sensors, or any other home kit. I don't know. And then this is then going to send over the internet to your other device elsewhere, and we just convert that packet to data, and this is the packet we're going to send over the cloud, over the network and stuff. And then let's assume we get to the other side of the network and we receive this data, and then down here we're just going to output this received packet data with this data here, and we can initialize an IoT data here, and we're just going to force unwrap it so we don't have this optional. And then here we're just going to print out a new IoT packet with the data that we possibly want to send back. And here we are activating all of the sensors here, just to say, hey, we've detected someone in here. All of the light sensors are now on, and there's devices detected, there's movement detected, there's where camera is recording and so on. So let's just run this, and you can see back then this is what initially got sent to us, and this is what got sent back afterwards, and so on. So this is how you could convert lots of Boolean options that you may have in your application, convert them to then the unsigned int with 8 bits, and then convert them to 1 byte to be able to send over the network. Obviously, if you've got, say, like 16 sensors, you're going to need to use 2 bytes here. But in this example, I said that we only have a maximum of 8 sensors, so we can use 1 byte of information. Remember, the least amount of information that you need to send, the better. Now, granted, if you're going to be doing an HTTP request here, you're already going to be sending a lot of bytes with inside of the headers and so on. So it's not going to really matter whether you send 1 byte or 2. But if you are using sockets, then just sending 1 byte is a little bit easier, if you know what I mean. But this is just, the whole point here is how to convert your data. Now, you have to remember that when you're talking about the likes of small microcontrollers that you may have internally, data size is really, really important. Now, when you've got a MacBook or you've got a Mac Mini or you've got a device with loads of memory and so on, it doesn't really matter. But these tiny, tiny IoT devices, it's all about efficiency as much as possible. So packing it all down into a single byte is a lot better because they don't have a lot of memory to use. So it's really important to understand how you can do this. So this was just a short video about how you can take the likes of just booleans and convert them into a byte using bitwise operations in Swift, and it also gives you an insight of how you can communicate over the network from IoT devices to other IoT devices or IoT devices with iPhones or Apple applications. With that said, I hope that you've got something out of this one video. I just thought it would be an interesting topic to do. I didn't want to like code it in front of you because it would just probably be too long. And I thought this video would just be a good insight to how I would possibly write the code, and I've tried to get this code as short as possible. Maybe I could get it even further, but it's already, I mean, it's already in one file with all comments and prints. It's 106 lines, and the rest is just a URL session request or a socket sending the data over it. So it's probably going to be a maximum of 140 lines, and that is it. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all of the other social media things that you can do out there. If you've got any comments, feedback, or concerns, then as always, start a conversation in the comment section down below. With that said, my name's David Thorne. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.